Hey, good morning, guys. It's now time for the Okeechobee Fishing Report. It is Sunday, August the 23rd. I might have got my date wrong yesterday. I do that from time to time because every day seems like the same day to me. It doesn't seem much difference. But anyway, had a good ride along the other day, and those gentlemen sent me a text yesterday thanking me for teaching them that you can catch fish in the middle of the day when the water temperatures in the low to mid 90s here on the BigO. You can still catch fish all day long. It's just there's a few things you got to do. So I really enjoyed fishing with those guys too. They've got a tournament coming up. They might have already had it. I don't know. I got to check with them to see how they did. But anyway, I've been watching some stuff, where people are starting to plan their trip for the Big O. Well, it's hard to plan a trip. Here's the best time to come to Lake Okeechobee. Whenever you can get here is a good time because you never know what the weather is going to get. A lot of people put too much emphasis on that full moon and the new moon. Full moon and a new moon has the same effect on the fish, and it does cause them to spawn if things are happening properly, but you never know. You can't tell in December, January, or February what the weather's going to be like. It might be 80 degrees. It might be 40 degrees. You just never know. So bottom line is the fish are already there. You just have to fish for them a little differently. And that's where I come in. I can show you what I do. And trust me, I know how to catch these fish when it gets cold here. Both the FLW tournaments that I won here, it was 32 degrees. It was freezing, kind of like it was last winter. They can be caught. They can be caught. I learned that from Jim Bitter at Megabucks many, many years ago. The only top 12 I ever made for Megabucks, Jim Bitter won it, and it was 26 degrees in Florida. No, it hardly ever does that, but it does occasionally. And he caught fish. I learned something from Jim Bitter. He's passed away now. I'm losing a lot of the older guys, but it's fishing world's changing. The techniques and things that we're doing now are changing. But bottom line is, if you come to Lake Okeechobee and you want to bring your boat and spend a week down here, let me go out with you the first day in your boat and show you where to go and show you how to get there and how to, you can mark your waypoints. Trust me, none of the places I'm going to show you are places. All these places you can go right back to and fish. I'm going to show you where you can catch fish. I don't want anybody coming to Lake Okeechobee and say they had a bad trip. Go home and tell their buddies, Okeechobee was bad. Because trust me, it's never bad. There's always places you can catch them. Sometimes it's a little harder, and sometimes it's very easy. You just never know that. That's why Okeechobee County has always sponsored me. We don't want anyone to go here. That's why I come in. You can call Deb, 239-560-2704. I'll get in your boat and take you out there and show you how to fish. You might show me a few things. I've had a gentleman I fished with the other day showed me something last winter. I fished with him just a few days ago. He's from Indiana. Caught him really good. Hit a big school of fish. Caught him really, really good. But I fished with him last winter too, and he showed me how to catch some fish that I wasn't catching. He was catching with a fluke, doing something simple. So I can learn too. But bottom line is, I'm going to take you where the fish are, where you've got a chance to catch them. Trust me, Lake Okeechobee is a complicated place. Everywhere you go looks like there ought to be fish when that water's up. We don't even know what kind of conditions we're going to have this winter yet. It might be one of those low water situations. Man, that would be interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Yeah, it's not really good. Well, it is good for somebody to bring your own boat down here with low water in the wintertime. Folks, that can be some of the best fishing you've ever seen. But you're not going to be back in the grass. You're going to be out there in the lake. But they can be caught year round. I don't care where you're at. But anyway, I wanted to mention that this morning because I heard a guy talking about, planning your trip around the full moon. I don't think that's, trust me, you never know what that's going to do. The fish are already there. We just have to fish for them a little differently. But I love it when guys come down and bring their own boat and stay several days. I want you to stay a week. you know, and who doesn't need a vacation in the middle of winter? We can bring your boat down here to Lake Okeechobee and know you can go out there and catch fish and not tear your stuff up. You might be fishing a tournament down here, but a lot of people just come down here to fish. They want a vacation, they want to fish the Big O. And that's where I come in. Give Deb a call, 239-560-2704. And go ahead and start booking these trips for the wintertime because we can always change them. I don't require deposits. You hear a lot of guys, go ahead and call, put it in there, you get your deposit in. Trust me, if Deb puts it in her calendar, you don't have to worry about me not being there. I'm going to be there. And like I say, things happen sometimes. You might have to change. Who knows? Travel things can happen. I'm not going to punish somebody for not being able to get here when something happens. That just don't happen. Too many people want to fish down here. But anyway, give Deb a call, 239-560-2704. And go ahead and start thinking about those dates that you can come. Yeah, you might look at the full moon, but trust me, it means nothing. It means nothing. But anyway, that's going to do it. Playing golf this morning. Got to be out there on the golf courses in tremendous shape. They had the Bass Busters tournament yesterday. Got a Bass Busters today. I'll get some details. I saw a couple of pictures where some guys just missed the money. I think it was 40 something boats in the Bass Busters, which is a low number, but you know it's hot. You know, a lot of people think you can't catch them when it's like that, but I took some guys out there and showed them you can catch them when the water temperature is in the 90s. You can catch them right in the middle of the day. So I'll take you out and show you what I think you ought to be doing from what we learned that day that I fished with you. And, you know, that's what fishing's all about, strategy and timing, how much time you need to spend in a certain area. People ask me that all the time, how long would you stay here? Well, most of the places I'm going to show you, you're going to know within probably 30 minutes if the fish are there or not. And you can keep rotating around because they're going to be moving up and down. These fish are moving up and down all the time and being a little closer to some deeper water. I'm talking about the deep water might only be 3 or 4 feet. It's deep waters here sometimes on the Big O. But anyway, that's kind of where I'm at this morning. But remember, give Deb a call, 239-560-2704. If you want to plan a trip to come to the Big O, I'll get in your boat. Do this the first day you're here. And that way I can take you out there and trust me, there's enough water for everybody out there. I want you to go have a great time here on the Big O. Go home and tell your buddies how good this lake really, really is. We've had too much bad press and, you know, we shouldn't be getting it. Lake Okeechobee is one of the best lakes in the country. Nowhere in the country can you go out and catch a 30-pound bag in August when the water temperature is in the 90, other than the Big O. Let me tell you, it's pretty incredible. But anyway, got to thank Lakeshore Marine for making it possible for me to get up every morning and do this. We had almost 3,000 people watch our video yesterday. So, man, people are interested in what we're doing here on the Big O. And I hope my tips really help you. And if you got any suggestions or any questions, give me a call or give Deb a call or just text us or go to Facebook, make a comment. I'll be able to answer your question. Just comment on this video. Power pole. You can't do it without power pole. There's no way you can catch the fish that we're catching without the original 8-foot blade. Let me tell you, it's incredible. Clewiston Golf Course, like I say, it's in great shape. Joanne Jordan State Farm Insurance, the bait station in North Fort Myers, K&M Drugs, Pogie's Family Restaurant, and RV1 Mobile Repair. Got a problem with your RV? Bring your RV down this winter. Spend some time. Some people come spend the winter down here. So, you know, let me get in the boat with you and go show you how to catch the fish because it's different than it was last year. It's different than it was the year. It's always changing. That's one of the things I love about Lake Okeechobee. You'll never get bored fishing here because everything's constantly changing. And I tell you what, it's an adventure every time you go out there. And anyway, dial this number if you got a problem with your RV. RV1 Fix My RV. They'll come to you, take care of your RV. And our new partner, they got a house right here, walking distance to the Roland Martin's Marina. And dial this number if you're coming down and want a place to stay. 3-bedroom house. You can room for several boats. For all you tournament fishermen getting ready to come down here, if you want 3 or 4 of you to stay together, 4 or 5 of you, you know, there's room for they say maybe even 6 boats there in this one place. So here, dial this number, 812-508-5561. So yeah, go there and man, I tell you what, we always like staying together. It's always you can sit around talk to each other at night. Hotels are terrible for tournament fishermen, terrible. So we always stayed in our RV. And most of the pros out there now, hey, they RV. Let me tell you, they RV, and very few of them stay in a hotel anymore because it's a hassle. It's a hassle. So anyway, this house is going to be really really good for some folks that are coming down and they welcome you. Trust me, you're welcome to stay there. Got plenty of places to charge your boats. You can cook. You can do anything you want to in this place. So anyway, remember 812-508-5561 and book your reservations there. Go ahead and start booking them now if you got a tournament coming up this winter. Trust me, things get booked up in a hurry down here. So yeah, give us a call. But anyway, if you want me to get in your boat, remember, call Deb, 239-560-2704. Guys, that's going to do it. Kind of short and sweet this morning, but I'm telling you, it's going to be, we're looking forward to the season. Trust me, it's just right around the corner.